evening. Good evening. Good evening. Greeting again, guys, at home. We kind of have a little bit of technical problems somehow, but we are managing. We have a new producer tonight, so we are still trying to figure things out, guys. Forgive us. I'm here with Mr. Mbele. Actually, the song that we just played, that's Mr. Mbele. It's one of his music. Is selling all over.
To liberate, different countries in Africa as a whole.
Wow.
So this is the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And
of the movie there.
I want us to follow Black Panther because
that's nice.
It had a very great impact.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Mr. Mbele, before we spoke about your coming from and all kind of stuff, but right now I just want to know, what is your experience? Actually, I know you've had a lot of things going on. What is your really experience in life?
Well, a lot. I always tell people I'm a perpetual learner.
Okay.
I learn from everybody, the young ones, the old ones, the middle ones.
Yeah.
But my experience, it cut across.
Okay.
Different spheres and categories.
Yeah.
So I learn from everybody. I learn from everybody.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I know that you went to school in Johannesburg. Were you born in Johannesburg? Or?
Yeah, born and bred in Soweto. I went to Orlando West High School. That was a school which produced a lot of government people right now. Tokyo Squale went there. Terali got a lot of people went to the school.
So
and that's a school again which produced most of the artists in South Africa. Maralo, Sbongele, Kumalo. And my friend Sipho Hlongwane is from Orlando West High. They formed that. I remember I was doing, at the time it used to be called Form 1, which was grade 7. They were a little bit ahead of me. Him, Selbin Tuli, Monty Dimando, who went on to call himself Saitana, Thelma Safone, so they are gone now. So that's a school which really produced a lot of great people. Some of the doctors, Dr. Mahoko came from there. Paul Mashatile came from Orlando West.
Okay. So in school, were you still in music, or music came after? Or what?
It's very strange. I sang ever since I was like 10 years old. I remember at Orlando West, I had a high-pitched voice, not now. It changed. So in boys' choir, I was the guy who was singing the lead singer. I was singing the solo.
Oh, wow.
With a soprano, and I used to vibrate.
Wow.
And the teacher would be the hell out of this guy and say, hey, you have to emulate Rudy Mbele.
Wow.
You got to sing. And then after school, they would be waiting for me at the gate. Beating the hell out of me because they say, hey, Intwana Lene is Joyce t-shirt. So I have great memories at Orlando West High School.
So from school, after you finish your high school, did you continue with the music, or maybe you found a job and focus on a job?
We had a group a family group when we were in high school. Professor Cosby, Mbele, Longbons, and my two sisters and my brother. They are all teachers. They are the school principal because my mother was a school principal for a long time. So from that, I was involved in choral music. And then switch over to Afro jazz because I play keyboards. One of my albums. I recorded with my siblings. I think it was 1980. It was entitled "You've Seen the Light." It was published by Gallo. At the time, Gallo was the biggest recording company in the whole of African continent.
I remember.
And that album sold more than 200,000 copies.
Wow.
and it was licensed to A&M in California, and some Japanese company in Tokyo. So that was a really big album at the time.
Oh wow! I know that we have a sister that is in the industry who's singing some. Music
yeah. Cosby Mbele. We came together here in 1981, and then he took education courses.
Yeah.
He went and took masters in education.
Yeah.
And a doctorate.
Oh.
So she's back home now. She has her own TV program.
Oh.
So she's doing very well.
Oh, that's so nice. So from there, Mr. Mpele, I'm trying to find your journey. You know what I mean? From there, in high school and on, in the township and music and all kind of stuff. When did you realize that you need to be in America?
Okay, before that, I used to be a soccer star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played for all kinds of Netherlands, Giant Aces, Amazulu, Vets, Lamontville, Golden Arrows. So I think in 1973, one of the great British soccer players, Stanley Matthews, came to South Africa and then selected in Soweto the best players. I was one of them, and that was the first time I left the country, went to Brazil, and I was the only one who scored the goal.
Oh, wow.
So from there, I continued with my music. But at the same time, I was involved in underground politics. You know, I came through the route of BCM, Black Consciousness Movement, SASO, Steve Biko. So at one stage, one of my closest friends, Jackie Mashabane, I think it was 1979, and Aiken Ramutzuli, they were rounded up by the South African secret agents. They were taken to John Foster. It used to be John Foster Square Garden, the biggest precinct in South Africa.
Yeah.
So I think more than 500 people, they died in John Foster Square. So they used to throw them from the 10th floor. They claim, I mean, more than 500. They claim that they took a dive. You see, they were committed suicide, which was a big lie.
Yeah.
So now, just to cut a long story.
Yeah.
So they took J.K. Shaban, a very close friend. My high school era, we're together from Form 1 to Form 5.
Yeah.
That is metric.
Yeah.
He splashes brains on the through him on the 10th floor. It's then that my parents decided that you got to leave. Yeah. And at that time, I was supposed to have a great break with Kaiser Chiefs because one of the founder members of Kaiser Chiefs, Iwat Nene, saw me playing at school in different teams. He wanted to sign me, but I had to leave.
Okay.
So that was the reason.
Coming to America.
Okay, I had to come to America.
Okay. Oh wow, man.
There are two places when I grew up, which I wanted to live in. It was either New York or Moscow, but I decided to come
to New York.
Yeah.
So when we get to New York, I know that the first time was the hardest time because you didn't know where to go and who to find to help you out. So when was your breakthrough in America? So, because I know you have a company now, you own a company.
Yeah. Afrozana Productions. I registered it in early 80s. Oh, so using it, I brought more than 20 choirs from South Africa. Soweto Teachers Choir, Jabulani Choral Society, Black Mambazo Junior, Tulasi, what they call them, Duba Tulisa Brothers. Yeah. So you remember them?
Yeah, I love you.
So I brought a lot. So I used that company to bring all those musicians. Right now, this December, I'll be bringing a great group called Mfulo Melodies. They are still at Vets and they're doing, others are in Metric. So I'm organizing for them to have a singing, a cappella singing with Boys to Men. Because Boys to Men, there are songs they sing sometimes a cappella songs. So, and besides that, I'd like to hook up our Kwaito guys with the rap guys like Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, P. Diddy. So those are the future productions which I'm working on.
We are working so hard, Mr. Bele. Yeah. You're working so tell me about your album. I know that you are doing great stuff about your music these days. I know we have a powerful album that you have.
Yeah. I was in South Africa. I had a show in Soweto.
Yeah.
And I recorded two new songs. One is Brother, the other one is Sweet Soweto, a tribute to my home township where I was born. And great news with Brother.
Yeah.
It's in the top 20 of Sydney. Sydney is the capital of Australia.
Oh yeah.
So it's in the top 20 in Sydney.
Oh.
Some of the songs, like the one you heard, We Are an African Band, it's going to be a soundtrack for my movie Captain Uhuru.
Yeah.
Another one which was very big during the World Cup in 2010, Celebration in the Motherland. I got an award by the Summer South African Music Association. So it was so big. The two songs which were nominated, it was mine, We're an African Band, and Shakira, Time for Africa.
Wow.
So when they were playing teams all over the place, we used to blast them in different, DJs playing them across the country in different stadiums.
Yeah, I know. You do still coach? I know that the last time I saw you have a club of soccer team.
Yeah, I formed a team called Rudy Ravens.
Oh yeah.
Because I played for Ravens here in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing I'm forgetting, I have a record here in New York. The first South African to win a CUNY, City University soccer title in 1990.
Okay. Wow.
So with your college. So your college is part of City University of New York. Then in 2007, they hired me to be the coach too.
Oh.
And I won it again.
Wow.
Making me, it's all on in social media.
It's so amazing. We don't have much time, guys. Mr. Bele, we can talk until the next day, another day. He has a lot of stories to tell. I know maybe sometimes next time we're gonna arrange that he's gonna come back and continue with his stories, beautiful stories. Mr. Bele, if they wanna get your music, just tell them how they're gonna get your music.
Well, it's easy. YouTube.
Yeah.
They can download it from YouTube
okay.
or Amazon.
Amazon.
All my music is in there.
Yeah. It's Rudy Mbele. Mbele is M-B-E-L-E. Not Mbele with H. Mbele, M-B-E-L-E. Yes, Rudy Mbele. You'll find his music on iTunes, right? On iTunes,
and
Amazon, YouTube. You can try Google Play, just play around with that computer. You'll find Rudy Mbele. It's amazing. And his new album is doing wonders in South Africa. People are crazy about this album. It's beautiful music. Just listen to it, guys. Mr. Bele, thank you for coming to our show. Because of time, we have to shut it down now, cut it off, and
Thanks a lot. You are doing. Keep on doing. You're gonna be supporting you. I'll bring some people who will make this studio grow even bigger.
That would be great.
So you're doing a great job. Thanks a lot to your crew too.
Oh yeah.
Miriam over there.
Yeah, our new producer.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time, guys.
All right. Bye.
We'll see you next time.